Hey yo, what's up everybody? Late morning, Tuesday, 18th of November, Quincy, California. I'm on the main drag, Highway 70, coming into Quincy at mile post 43.0. Like the coffee house is at mile post 43.31. Safeway is about 43.8. Top of the hill where I've been staying at Plymouth Road Services is 44.5. This is all measurements from the Butte County line down the canyon, coming up from Chico, and it goes continues on east towards Hallelujah Junction. Slow the fuck down. Jesus, people. You're out of your minds. Hallelujah Junction is like 56 miles east of Quincy, almost directly east over Beckwith Pass. Beckwith Pass is the lowest pass through the Sierra. It's less than a mile high, just over 5,000 feet. So if you got to get through the Sierra in the winter, that's the best route. Highway 80 goes over Donner Summit, and we all know about Donner Summit, the history there. Donner Party, not a real party, unless you're into eating people. So that's an interesting story actually. If you read that story, so the Donner Party, they were being helped by the local natives to get through the winter, but after they had started cannibalizing each other, they all had a taste for it, and they refused to help. It's kind of crazy. It's like a disease. Hola. It's like a disease. You seen that movie? I was just watching Book of Eli, right? You got the shakes. You're eating people. Soylent Green is people. Right? So I was thinking about going in here to the Alliance for Workforce Development. Once again, I got a resume yesterday, so I can actually apply for jobs on Indeed. But I feel like I'm playing Frogger like permanently in this town. It's like, really? All right, y'all gunning for me. I'm feeling froggish. I got the right shoes on. I love these shoes. I was like today, just now, I'm feeling pretty good today. I've been eating well. Mikey brought me breakfast and some tea. It's a coffee house. Not the coffee house, by the way. Now we're at Midtown Coffee, and that's the new spot. I'm kind of mimicking the behavior of my mentor, Derek DeMarco from Chico. Alex, remember Derek? Dad, D-A-D, Derek Anthony DeMarco, I think it was. And it's funny because it's like 10 years later, and he was 10 years older than me. Well, he mentored me about 10 years. I think he was 55 when he was mentoring me. But he would hold court like the local Socrates at a chosen public space and teach. And he would milk 1 cup of coffee for the day, usually 4 to 6 hours of instruction. And we would come and listen. We would come and be taught. There he had a little gathering, a cadre, an ensemble, I would say, probably 6 or 7 folks that were regular attendees at these lessons. And we would stand outside and smoke. About once an hour, we'd stand outside and have 1 small rolly cigarette and go back to our coffee and partake as much as we could. I think at the time, at Starbucks on 3rd and Main in Chico, it was like $2.25 for a coffee. So the challenge every day was coming up on $2.25 to afford the coffee, because we were only about spiritual instruction at the time. So oddly enough, I'll take that water later if it's still there. So here's one of the rules. One of the instructions is, if something's out, like that water, don't just take it, but if it's out the second time you walk by, take it. Somebody left it for you. Or on the other end of that spectrum, if you're super thirsty and at the point of dehydration, take it. It's yours now. Don't leave your stuff behind unless you want to take it. So these little there's rules out here. There are very, very distinct rules, and I wanted to talk about those rules right now. For us out here like this, who live without a vehicle and generally without phones, but sometimes we have phones. Nice car, I like that car. Super crash joke. Oh, we're at the hub now, and my little signage. Way home is holding up. It got wet. I had to redo it, but welcome to the hub. Beautiful. I'll stop there later. I have work today, actually, by the way. At noon, I'm getting picked up for a yard job. Yeah. So rules. Okay, so we're out here like this. We're doing this. We live either on foot or on our bikes, and so on the hierarchy of like crimes and justice and punishment, probably at the top of that, but one actually higher than you would think would be stealing someone's water bottle, their actual personal water bottle, where they carry their hydration. That's huge. That's like, I was chastised like for years about not returning a water bottle that just ended up in my car from another one of the members of the group. I was actually ostracized and excommunicated from the group because I lost the water bottle. It was very strange. I thought that was very strange. I can't remember the whole situation, but it was something. It impressed upon me the value of water and your personal water carrying device, etc. Like that water bottle sitting there, that's a publicly commercially available brand. It's not marked for anyone, so that's just water. But someone's personal water bottle, yeah, you don't take it, you don't touch it unless it's offered to you. So priorities. God, there's so much noise. I've never seen a town with so many diesel trucks. I just never have. These BMW wheels are like huge. Those are 20s. They look bigger. So yeah, priorities. So that's higher on the list than you'd expect. Another on the list would be like any kind of clothing or like insulation or warmth, like a shell, anything that's someone's personal clothing. That's very high on the list. If someone sets their stuff down, you don't touch it. And we all learned whose was whose, and everyone had their personal style. And we would know, like if I saw a beanie in Chico on a bike path, I would know whose it was. I would pick it up and bring it back to him. If I didn't know whose it was, I would put it in my pocket and ask around, or give it a day or two and then just start wearing it. Like this one I found here in Quincy, in the leaves left behind. I love this hat. How's the hair go? Getting my tan today in this 45-degree overcast, fall day. But okay, let me talk about, let me get into the point. I'm getting to the point. Just trust me, I'm getting to the point. The point is this: the highest, like the absolute highest level, not on par with stealing someone's ID or wallet or their money. Like literally on par with that would be stealing someone's bicycle. Like, what do Mormons, missionaries, and tweakers have in common? They both ride bikes and go on missions. I'm not a tweaker, but you get the idea. I go on missions. I have missions. Missions are much easier to accomplish on a bicycle. It's about 3 times the speed. It takes about 1/4 to 1/3 of the effort to get around on a bicycle as it does on foot. So like right now I had to leave Mikey at the coffee shop at Midtown Coffee, right up the hill to my cart, portage a few things, make sure everything was good, grab a shell jacket, not the thick jacket I had on as it's warming up, and get back here. And that was made possible since I had a bicycle. I rode one bike to the gym, left it there, talked to the young girls at the counter, made a joke about the bike thief. I said, if anyone's riding off on my bike, stop it, kind of thing. That's what I talk about. Is like, at what level and how do we mete out justice? How do we, what's the appropriate sentence or punishment for that. It's pretty severe. It's pretty severe. It's up there. It's on par with how we used to treat horse thieves. We think of it the same way. I have my horse. These days, I don't ride a horse. I might in the future. In fact, I'm thinking of taking Pack Station's operations here at the Feather River College to learn how to ride a horse. Since Jesus is coming back on a white horse, maybe I should learn how to ride horses. That's what the pastor said on Sunday. I thought it was kind of funny. But it's true. Like, I should know how to ride a horse. Like, and well, I know I could, but I just haven't gotten that far yet. So, my bike is my iron horse. And if you touch it, first of all, if you touch it without my permission, even just touch it, you're going to get a stern talking to. If you take it, we're going to search for you. We're going to hunt you down. We're going to hunt. Like, literally hunt you down. And that's what Robert did. His bike was stolen. And he has his methods of gathering information, etc., and finding out where this guy was hanging out and where he frequented and where he would be and when he would be there. I mean, he's lazy. He's a thief. He lives on the energy of others. He takes from others to supply his lack. That's what a thief does. And he found him 2 nights ago and beat the shit out of him. So he kept putting his hands over his face. I had to keep pushing his hands out of the way so I could beat him better. I was like, that sounds fun. That actually sounds really fun to me. And I've never done that. But it makes me happy that Robert got his bike back. And this guy is sitting around at Safeway with a swollen eye, bruised cheeks, and all this, and tries to steal Vince's bike yesterday. That was my short yesterday. So, bike thief is like, at this point, and I told the girls at the counter, I said, well, we caught this bike thief in town, and if you see him, take my bike, we're going to hunt him down. And at this point, we got to break a hand. And I think that's fair. So this is justice. This is how we mete out justice. It's how we remedy situations. Don't let things fester. We're not waiting for the cops to get involved. That doesn't make any sense. The cops in California particularly have let things go to shit, absolute shit, because there's no consequence to being a thief, unless your bike is worth over $950 and you can prove it. That's a felony. So anything below that, it's just like, oh, you took your bike? Sorry. They don't help at all. I have had, oh my God, I have so many things stolen, and I see a cop right there, and I go, hey man, that guy took my bike. Oh, okay, well, good luck. This is my livelihood. Like, that's how I make a living. That's how I get around. They protect and serve themselves, and they protect and serve the rich. That's all they exist for. Cops are basically useless. I mean, it really is. Defund the cop. Just defund them entirely, and see where that leaves us. You might need a couple around, just domestic violence, and, real when there's actual crimes. I think Plumas County could get by with about 1/10 of the police force they have right now. 1/10, maybe up to a quarter. When I'm in charge, I'll be like, yeah, you can have some funding, but you're way over policed. Because we handle business, we take care of it. We're out here. We found. I told Robert where the guy was frequenting, that I'd seen him a few times, and so from that information, he found out where the guy found him and issued a beat down, got his bike back, and so I just saw the guy, by the way, sitting in front of Morning Thunder, nursing a cup of coffee and his bruises. And I just say, hey, stealing more bikes lately? So that's what I want to talk about. By the way, there's a free 50-inch plasma TV. Works perfectly. I think it'd be funny to pick that up and put it on my cart. Propane tanks. 5-gallon propane tanks for $10 each. That's good. And this is important. Town hall meeting this Thursday night with Mimi Hall, who actually housed my son when he was struggling. There was a prescribed fire coming up on the Port Road in Keddy. Okay, big piles. Usually this is full. This is the local bulletin board. I could put up a note that I'm available for hire or adoption. It's all good. For sale, clean dry pine split, ready to burn, new pickup in Meadow Valley. No price on there. That's over a month. You kind of need a price. Show on Saturday night at Sage and Salt. I'll be there. I have a date. I have a date on Saturday. Wish me luck, guys. Hey guys, wish me luck. I'm tired of being alone. I could use a little company. Nice. A leather earring. Picture perfect. Yard maintenance. All right. That's the guy I worked for. That's Justin. He's kind of a dick to me, actually. But I'll be his competition in the future. I'm going to be doing hardscaping here. I'm going to be doing fire pits, building fire pits in Quincy. And that's what I'm really good at, is just building a gathering space and a seating space for large crowds. And that's the plan. That's next year I'll have a pickup of some sort, so I can carry rock around, and I'll quarry rock from different creeks and stuff like that. Slate, a lot of slate around here. I mean, I was camping on Slate Creek. I like Slate Creek, so I'm back where I need to be. There he is. I thought I smelled it. you. 11 o'clock yet? Mission accomplished. And that's good. God bless America. Over and out.